Oh boy, it's gonna be way more hotter around the entire Magma mountain, seemingly for surely. But regardless of such though, I think we should be okay enough as it goes by, so... Hey, what's up ladies and gentlemen, I'm Daffy Duck here, and I'm back for some more yet again for the likes of the Maxi Toys videos. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for some more of Let's Play of Mario Party for the Nintendo 64. So remember last weekend is the fact that we've already did manage to able to experience Luigi's engine room, and despite there are some little bit of hiccups here and there, but apart from those side of things though, I did manage to win regardless. So either way, today we're about to be beginning to the forms of the one of the first unlockable boards in this game, which appears to be Bowser's Magma Mountain. Or speaking of which, actually, is that both today as well as tomorrow, that we can definitely go and play through the whole entire everything in terms of Bowser's Magma Mountain. I do apologize with the actual commentary, it's a little bit meh, but apart from those aside things, though, I think I should be alright as this. So anyways, let's discuss about the forms of Bowser's Magma Mountain. As I said this before, this is the one of the first unlockable boards in the game, and to unlock this board is the fact that, as you can tell, in order to able to actually play this board, that you have to play through 6 main boards, which are Mario's Rainbow Castle, as well as DK's Jungle Adventure, Peach's Birthday Cake, Yoshi's Tropical Island, and also Wario's Battle Canyon, and Luigi's Engine Room. And if you manage to play those boards at least once, then you would be able to actually notice that if you go to the Mushroom Shop, although by the way, it needs to be purchased by the way, for about 980 coins at minimum in order to able to actually purchase the board. And because of that though, you need to do a lot of coin farming. And the best way to do that though is the fact that I highly recommend you able to play minigame stadium mode. Well, I'll discuss more about it whenever we're able to, you know, continue proceeding for this game specifically. So either way, I just want to classify that. So, and once you've managed to able to gather yourselves 980 coins and at the same time managed to play through 6 regular game boards, then you would be able to actually access to Bowser's Magma Mountain. And to top it all off though is the fact that the actual difficulty stars, as far as the actual difficulty rating for the actual board's rank, it was actually the, once again, a 3-star ranking difficulty. You know, because, you know, very similar to Luigi's Engine Room, except the fact that the main emphasis on this board this time around is the fact that, well, I'll explain more details until whenever we, you know, continue playing for the actual main board itself. So here we go with, Desert Dash, as you can see here. Oh yeah, something's worth to talk about is the fact that one of the YouTubers managed to able to actually just to comment on me on something about the fact that what would you like to do the actual Let's Play of Winnie the Pooh's Rumbly Tumbly Adventure for the PlayStation 2 or the GameCube. Truth be told, if you do manage to able to read in our comments in Yoshi's Crafted World that you know that Piglet is now finally get back into that game. Turns out it's the fact that we're able to actually do that game at some point next year, around the same time as when the newer, well, usually relatively speaking, since 2011, you know, with the Winnie the Pooh movie in 2011, will be able to get itself its 10th anniversary until next year. So I thought to myself, we might as well do that. As far as the forms of another game that he did ask me to tackle through, which is of course Tigger's Honey Hunt for the PlayStation 1/Nintendo 64, that if he asked me, can I able to actually do that game? Well, here's the thing though, I'm probably not going to be going through easy kind of, you know, toddler kind of games, because I'm more into the forms of, challenging, puzzleized, games for sure, because, well, don't get me wrong, that I usually enjoyed the actual Winnie the Pooh series, especially as a kid, but it's just the fact that I just practically just moved on to the next few franchises worth noting for. I mean, usually relatively speaking, I don't mind about it at all, it's just that I just need some more time to able to, you know, just tackle for more Let's Plays in between, such as, of course, that, as you can tell from the start, though, is the fact that, well, obviously we're on to the 7th board in Mario Party 1, and seems to be more specifically that we've almost nearly at the end in terms of the actual main boards in Mario Party 1, including, minigame stadium as well as, minigame island and everything else like that. So either way though, because chances are there's going to be a lot of things to able to just go through, so... Anyways, let's talk about the forms of Bowser's Magma Mountain before, everything else will happen. So either way, the main emphasis on this board is that, as you can tell, for certain paths of the board, basically that you have two different parts of the road. Such as, for instance, you can either go to the Bowser... Ah, son of a... Ah! I was hoping for that shortcut. Ah, whatever, we'll just go for a long route. And if you're probably wondering why there are a lot of red spaces on the actual board, well, if you couldn't tell already, it's the fact that if you manage to land on a happening space, basically what happens is the fact that the Bowser's Magma Mountain itself managed to able to interrupt the actual, the volcano itself is usually interrupting, and as a result, that most of these blue spaces will turn into, red spaces. I think it only happens in 2 rounds each time, when the red spaces are always involved. Then eventually, whenever we get on to likely the next 2 rounds, then basically everything else will be back to normal as it is. So either way though, yeah, it just kind of reminds me of something related to Mario Party 7, that in one of the boards in that game managed to involve around that one of those bridges that it will turn into a Bowser bridge, and because of that, there's going to be a lot of Bowser spaces during that particular one of the boards in Mario Party 7. But then again, we'll have to wait and see what happens until maybe eventually in 2022. Until when it gets to the point where, Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics will be on the horizon, so... But So yeah, the main emphasis on this board, as I said before, is the fact that in order to be able to go from one place to another... Oh, ouch. Poor Mario. After when he got himself the treasure chest in Crane Game, but he somehow got screwed over thanks to the actual minus dice block, as you can see. So yeah, the main emphasis on this board is the fact that, as you can see, there are alternative paths you can take. However though, here's the thing though, is the fact that there's gonna be a little bit of a 50-50 chance in between likely for Bowser's path as well as the star path. And you always have to pay 10 coins in order to be able to actually go through certain shortcuts. And because of this though, you pretty much gonna have to guarantee to, hopefully God forbid, that if you're trying to aim for the star space, that as you can see on screen right now, that I'm not gonna go for that particular, that shortcuts, as you can see, that I probably should be able to skip over and just hit over to the straight path. And because of this though, yeah, you're gonna have to get a lot of usage on that. Especially noticeable, imagine if the star space is almost right near to the actual end of the path, in this case a star path. That way you can able to actually activate the some sort of a shortcut. And yeah, that's how it goes basically. So either way though, and as far as getting to the top of the mountain, as far as I'm concerned, that you have a choice between either the Bowser path, which actually leads you to Bowser in this board, and also there's actually a boot that if you get a star icon, then you would able to get an opportunity to able to steal something from Boo. So yeah, you probably get the idea. It's a little bit of a 50-50 chance, by the way, because unlike the grand finale board, which we'll discuss more about it until likely next weekend, it's gonna be a lot of emphasis on trial and error when it comes to the grand finale in terms of Mario Party boards themselves. But then again, we'll discuss more about it until whenever we, get into that until next weekend. So, because as you know, it's the fact that today's day is of course the 12th of September today, in this case in 2020. We've only got one more day left until the Japanese release of the original Super Mario Bros. Game will become 35 years old, at least specifically in Japan. Because I'm presuming in North America, we have to wait until specifically 3 days left, or... Wait, actually, it's actually like more than that. I don't know. It's... I'm a little bit rusty in terms of likely just trying to know any mathematician equations and stuff like that. So I must admit that I do apologize for that. So anyway, so I can assure you about the fact that in terms of the actual board length, for the sake of this board, it might go... Oh, don't you dare switch it between me. Oh, really? Oh, you're very lucky. You're very lucky there, Wario. At least despite the fact, though, is the fact that, and I do apologize for that particular capture card glitch right there, which I still need to fix that at some point when this keeps on happening on me. But either way, though, let's play Keep Away. Oh, I can't believe Wario just managed to got very lucky right there. Even though despite the fact that we've already played as him during the Luigi's Engine room, but still. Alright, so looks like Mario's gonna be in charge of the key because, you know, he's gonna be able to hold up the key, so... Unless if I was able to just stomp on him and then... Oh, goodness gracious, that was close. And then just run straight up, and there we go. At least, hey, at least we did manage to able to win that, so...
Finish.
Nothing matters anyway, though, but hey. So yeah, for tomorrow, for those of you who lived in, actually... Kind of think about it actually, is the fact that because Japan's time is actually a lot different compared to our country as well as the American time zone, and that's recently in Japan that the original Super Mario Bros. Game has been released for about 35 years now. So even then though, because of that though, yeah, I'm very pleased about that specific celebration. So despite how the fact that this year has gone pretty bad, you know, because of you know, the stupid pandemic and stuff like that. Oh, what is DK's gonna get? Okay, he gets a Koopa. Well, a Koopa Trooper as far as I like to say. But again, not much else to talk about besides the, you know, we just managed to able to actually just, well, trying to wait for some specific things to happen. So because of that though, and even especially noticeable how, well, it looks like Mario's gonna miss that star. And look at that, I think he might able to land on the happening space. Yeah, prepare yourselves, the probably is the most lengthy cinematic scenes in this board, especially if you ever played the PAL version of the game. Oh jeez Christ, I must admit though for this point guys, I do apologize with my, you know, capture footage glitches and stuff like that, which again I do need to sort this out. Especially noticeable how the fact that if things didn't go so well enough for the sake of this footage, then I must admit that I apologize. So, I know we had that capture card for a very, very long time, for about 5 years or something like that. But either way though, there's gonna be a lot of plenty of times that we keep on coming across into ourselves some very questionable, you know. Alright, there we go. Since I did manage to reach to that start path, so that means I can able to go down there. And I don't know what players I might able to steal coins from, but I'm guessing I probably see Muzzle steal coins to Wario because he has the most coins at the moment, so... Which then makes it pretty obvious, and plus I'm trying to able to let him not get the star. Well, if it's possible, if he keeps on getting higher rolls compared to me. Because yeah, as you can see on screen, I'm playing as Yoshi for this board ever since in Peach's birthday cake, so I thought it was worth mentioning because, well, we haven't played as Yoshi for a while. But anyways, basketball, since we've already played it before, even though despite the fact that I'm pretty much stuck at this minigame just because, well, a lot of times I just always keep on getting a lot of, I don't know, several mistakes or something? Well, it could be, but either way. No, 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 no. Give me my bomb. Give me my bomb. Okay, come on, Wario. No! Give me that. Okay, 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 okay. No, 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 no. Oh, really? They just got very lucky for that shot. Ugh. Whenever we get onto Minigame Island, though, that's the only minigame I do need to practice. Even though, despite the fact that I haven't exactly purchased, you know, that much minigames in that particular minigame house. But, again, I'm also able to do that on my own time, just to able to try to farm some more, you know, coins to able to actually purchase everything, including the final 2 items in the mushroom shop itself. So, either way, though, yeah, looks like DK for some reason is gonna steal coins to Mario. Although, to be fair, because Mario and Wario both got the exact same amount of coins as each other, well, to be more specifically, 23 to be exact, so... Anyway, so let's see what... Oh, ouch. Poor DK managed to grab the poison mushroom all of a sudden. So anyways, Mario gets a 5, and there's gonna be a lot of times about the fact that most players might able to land on that, you know, the red spaces most of the time, because, you know, they just, well, somehow managed to make the actual volcanic erupted on itself. And it looks like Wario's gonna get himself his first star, which nothing really matters for me though, apart from the fact that sometimes, you know, the star locations might able to actually just to go someplace else. And yes, much like the forms of DK's Jungle Adventure, as well as Wario's Battle Canyon and Luigi's Engine Room, basically every time you purchase the star, then once again it'll be replaced by a chance time. You know, just like in the previous 3 boards, including the final board of the game as well, which again we'll discuss more about it until likely for next weekend. So, geez, it looks like we're playing too many emphasis on 2 versus 2 minigames so far. Even though, despite the fact that there's only 5 of them in this game, whilst compared to the future games in the series, they did manage to have themselves a lot more 2 versus 2 minigames though. Or perhaps maybe it's because this is the start of the series, of course. So, anyways, let's go ahead and just keep on mashing the A button. Thankfully, I don't have to deal with the rotating the control stick kind of issue once again, so at least I'm glad that was the case. So, yeah, I guess that makes it obvious that's for the sake of, you know, pretty much everything as I usually just try to say for this point right there, but then again, it's still a little bit rusty at this point today because of, I was expecting if I was discussed upon new infos on something, but because this year has gone pretty bad, but, you know, you just get the drill I'm just trying to say for this point. Now, if you notice, if you're probably wondering about the fact that, yes, there was also a game that most likely just trying to hopefully trying to get for the PlayStation 4, if possible. If only how the fact of the matter is though is that if only I need to able to actually keep an eye on with you know, some other PlayStation 4 stuff I was trying to purchase, like, you know, for instance, I'm still trying to get myself you know, Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory, as well as what's also another PlayStation 4 game I mean to be getting. Actually, to be honest with you, I actually really don't know. Oh yeah, Crash Bandicoot 4 is about time. And because of that, though, I'm just waiting for those 2 games until whenever I get my chance on that particular, a very unique party game as far as survival games as far as I'm concerned. Now what appears to be Fall Guys, which I definitely heard of the game, but I'm actually pretty excited to see how that game actually plays out to be. I'm sure most people simply to say is the fact that it's more likely the next Fortnite. Well, despite the fact that with Epic Games managed to able to actually just didn't have, you know, Fortnite on the App Store at the moment just because, well, they just don't get their next new update or something, so yeah, as far as I can say about it. Okay, so meeting up with Bowser, as you can see, that assuming if this might be pretty unfortunate for you, if you manage to get yourselves a star, basically what happens is the fact that if you meet up with Bowser on that particular top of the mountain, basically what happens is that if you don't have the star with you, basically you're forced to able to actually give Bowser 20 coins, just like in Luigi's Engine Room, and possibly maybe also Peach's birthday cake as well. So I'm assuming for that correctly. And if you somehow get the star while you're able to meet up with Bowser, unfortunately for you, it's that you were able to lose a star if you manage to meet up with Bowser. So you have to be very cautious and be careful at the same time, just in case you really can't afford to able to lose the game. Well, assuming, excuse me, that's assuming if your rolls doesn't mess you up completely, so anyway, Tightrope Treachery, we've already played this like several times before, but now this time around though, I'm gonna be walking on the rope, so best of luck for me, because even then though, it's just this minigame is like, it just kind of feels a bit weird at points. even mainly because of how the fact that you always have to rely on the wind, and not only that, slightly tilting the rope will able to actually cause me to almost lose balance a little bit. But aside from those side of things though, that's what I can say about it. So either way though, let's just go ahead and just, you know, keep on concentrating here. So either way though, there's not much else to it from that. So again, and obviously in addition to able to having ourselves a little bit of a rusty commentary for the sake of clarity, that also means is the fact that my throat is actually once again dried up, which I have to able to fetch a drink at one point. But either way though, that's all I can say about it here. So we're almost there, and there we go. Whew! That was really too close right there. Especially noticeable that thankfully I can able to get 15 coins from those 3 players, so either way though, I'm quite pleasantly surprised by that. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue things on. DK gets a 10, and looks like he meets up with Koopa Troopa in that particular, around in the loop on that particular board, so... And conveniently enough, he made it there to the star space to top it off as well, so... Yeah, it looks like I don't think I can able to catch up at any form or another, just because, again, sometimes my dice rolls can get a little bit iffy at points, especially due to the luck element or anything like that. So anyways, let's see what the next star space is located, and it's gonna be over there. And conveniently enough, it's almost right near to the actual predetermined path in between, you know, just, you know, the Boo or Bowser, depending if your luck elements will come in, even if that... Although, thankfully, though, unlike... Oh, okay, Warrior doesn't get it yet, so... Okay, that's good then. So anyways, you know what that particular split-up path, you know, as what Warrior's approaching to right now? Unlike the others, though, thankfully you don't have to be forced to able to pay 10 coins. Because, it's just a matter of the fact that you're gonna have to able to try to time your, jump. And that way you would be able to actually either be safe on the start spot, or just be a little bit of a nerve-wracking spot in Bowser location. So, yeah, I just want to classify that. Well, it looks like everyone else managed to land on the red space, which is kind of rare, honestly, even though apart from the fact that this is the only time in this board that we might able to land on a lot of these red spaces, as you know. But that's how it goes, basically, because of, you know, that's how happening spaces do work out. Alright, so running off the bulb again, so we've already played as before, but except now that it looks like I'm gonna have to be in charge with the light bulb itself, so... Yeah, that's how it goes, basically. Especially there's not much else to talk about, honestly. It's just the fact that, well, I'm quite surprised that we almost nearly at the end, for the sake of this game's Let's Play itself. Well, usually almost relatively, because either way though, that we still got, you know, other things to take care of as you expected, so... But yeah, I just did a lot of editing stuff, like as to be expected with all these mini-games that we have not played yet. We still have not played, let's just say about 4 one-player mini-games, including, the 3 extra ones, which I'll discuss more about until whenever we get on to, let's just say until October at some time, and then hopefully I'm also able to discuss more onto that. So, anyways, let's insert this light bulb, and just trying to able to defeat multitude of boos, including a bigger boo, and that way we would be able to win, what else? Some more coins of floor glory. Anyway, enough about that. So either way though, and I do apologize for that particular sigh, and as you can definitely hear on my commentary right there, just because again, not much else to say. So it looks like DK is gonna land on the red space, but eventually when it gets to Mario's turn, everything else goes back to normal. So, and it looks like Mario is gonna be playing a one-player mini-game again, and he's going to be playing through a memory match again, so... Or to be more specifically, just memory match, so... Yeah, that's all I can say about it, so... Yeah. I know it seems it's kind of awkward when it comes to, you know, commentary in general. It's just that, well, it's just again, not much else to talk about because of, you know, we haven't got news to discuss or anything like that, aside from few surprises on its way, and it's just everything else in this year is just, you know, goes all terrible, you know. But anyways, let's see how Mario's gonna be doing for the sake of this minigame here. Oh yeah, something's worth mentioning also too is the fact that during our Let's Play in well, you know, recently that Tiana, she recently managed to go through that one thing that Tiana has not even mentioned since in the very beginning of Case No Klonoa Moonlight Museum Let's Play recently. About the fact the matter is though is the fact that she has to redo the actual entire commentary again. Just because of how the fact that oh man, our microphone at the moment has actually gone really messed up. Well, we did manage to sort this out a little bit. Well, nowhere near as much as the forms of how it does it where we had trouble with since last year. Because last year's microphone is like, wow, it's gone pretty much dead at this rate. Especially because, you know, we had that microphone for quite a long time now, since 2017. But then in 2019, we no longer have the old microphone, but at least we got ourselves the replacement, such as it has like a really cool stand. Even though despite the actual commentary sounds a little bit off for most of you people. Oh, nice. Oh, that is a really good reward. As you can see, I just managed to grab myself a plus dice block. How's that for that? Let's see what that star... I think I should probably go that way. Although, despite I might lose coins in the process, so, yeah, that's a bit... suck, but regardless of such... Oh, okay, we're doing bobsleigh round again. The second time we play this minigame for the sake of this board, by the way. So, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of emphasis on 2 versus 2 minigames, seemingly to surely. Even though there's also a trick that I'd like to show off, for the sake of likely towards the end of this Let's Play, but the problem with that is the fact that it's gonna be, it takes a bit of a while to able to actually just to get that trick sorted, and plus to top it all off is the fact that to get, you know, the ridiculous amount of coins, wow, you're gonna have to able to actually just to figure out, well, again, I'll discuss more about it so whenever we get on to, you know, the minigame stadium itself, but either way though, for now we'll just, you know, play a bit of some more, game boards, as you know. Well, to be more specifically, just play some more Mario Party, so... In fact, relatively speaking, it's the fact that, usually as I said this before, is the fact that recently, that Stuart, CapKing74, that he recently managed to got himself both this game, as you can see on screen, as well as Mario Party 3. And seems conveniently enough though is the fact that they are both reproductioning cartridges, so there might be seems a little bit worried for some of you, for those of you who heard of that word before. And for what you've checked on it, especially noticeable since he finally got himself his Nintendo 64 after all these years. And because of that though, that's well, Mario Party 3 does manage to work, and especially noticeable with Mario Party 1 as well. Despite that most people seem to keep on telling us about the fact that just be aware of those reproductioning cartridges, because most of the time you might able to find out it was definitely a fake, whilst some other times though there are some rare occasions where usually most save datas might able to actually not save. You know, very similar to the Game Boy cartridges of all things, mainly due to the forms of that particular battery or something that might have causing it. Alright, so looks like DK is gonna go for the shortcut, as far as I can see on screen. So, either way though, it looks like he might be able to just get the next star, so yeah, he's definitely gonna get the next star, so... He got very lucky on that turn, by the way. Especially noticeable that we almost at the halfway point. Well, actually, kind of think about it, I think we're on the halfway point of this board already, but for me though, I just never get the single star yet, which... I'm pretty sure it's because of the actual, pretty sluggish start at the beginning, but either way though, let's see what happens there. Oh, yes! Yes! I can finally get that opportunity to get that star. Oh, wait a minute. I'm worried about if Warrior might able to get it. Although, we'll just see what happens until whenever his turn is actually up. Although, conveniently enough though, is the fact that he doesn't have that much coins at the moment, so I might as well be fine with it. So either way though, looks like DK is gonna go onto the safe path. onto that particular star path, as far as I meant to say. And Mario's gonna land on a blue space, and let's see if Wario might able to actually get his opportunity. Okay, so he gets a 1, and he got the mushroom on the mushroom space, and 9. So does that make it a little bit more of a reachable for him? Nope, he doesn't. So, take that. The star is mine. And because of that, though, it doesn't matter what number I might as well get. So let's see, 5. I think 5 should be okay. And thank you. I will definitely need that star so badly. Especially since the very beginning, that I didn't seem to able to get it at first. Just because of, you know, the lack of, well, you know, too many numbers or anything like that. But anyway. Oh jeez, oh dear. I do apologize for that little, belchiness at the moment because, well, I just need to take myself a bit easy at this rate, so... Alright, another 4-player game. Let's see what we got this time. Bombs away. So, hopefully I'm also able to try to win some more mini-games and stuff like that. Assuming if I was trying to aim for the mini-game star as much as possible. So, I guess that makes it pretty obvious for that point, so... Alright, so let's get this thing to it. That's as far as I'm meant to say for this point right here. Anyway, so I'm just basically just controlling Yoshi, not just Mario. In fact, I might... Really? Oh, that really messed me up. In fact, whenever we get onto Minigame Island as well, that's another minigame I do need to practice. Although, the only trickiest thing though to me though is the amount of timing you have to deal with that specific stuff though. That's the only trickiest part about this sometimes. But that's probably just me. Anyway, so unfortunately I don't seem to able to get the amount of coins I was hoping to try to get. So, at least I still got 62 coins though. That's, I don't know if it's likely the coin star record at the moment, but then again, we'll see what happens. So, and I get the feeling DK is gonna get another star, in this case his 3rd star, for the sake of this board so far, and why would you steal coins to me? I mean, Wario is actually, well, despite that I got the amount of, like, some larger amount of coins, I'm guessing that's why he just always steals coins to me. But either way though, yeah, looks like, yeah, DK's really gonna pump it all up for the sake of trying to able to actually just to win this. Well, assuming if I was trying to able to get to Boo and steal a star from him, if it's possible. But then again, we'll just see what happens in doing that some form or another. Okay, so the next star space is going to be all the way over there, so I don't know if I might able to try to reach to it, or even Wario might able to reach it, if it might be depending on luck, really. Okay, so DK gets a plus dice block, plus he got 7, so yeah, that seems very lucky, alright, for the sake of DK, the monkey man of all things, or monkey buddy, or anything like that. So anyway, Mario gets a 9, so let's see what space he's gonna land on. Although, weirdly enough, he just completely ignores that way. Oh, I get it, because he wants to save up for the amount of coins for a star or something, so... Yeah, I guess that makes sense, in terms of likely how CPUs are actually going to be played out to be. But anyway, let's see what Mario's gonna do in Limbo Dance. Is he gonna do the hard course, or the easy, self-explanatory easy course? Well, we'll see what happens. Because, you know, you never know of what course you're gonna be playing for. It's just a matter of, like, you know, randomness is involved. So, and seems conveniently enough, he's gonna be going through the hard course. I can tell from that particular, a lot of limbo sticks that he has to jump through. Yeah, it's definitely more likely the hard course, more likely than everything, so... Yeah, unfortunately he lost, so... That seems pretty tough though, even for the actual Limbo Dance, you know, minigame itself, so I guess that makes it super insufficient. But anyway, let's see what Wario's gonna get. I highly doubt he will get that star, so even then... Yeah, I think he might get it. Assuming if he gets, like, really lucky on that spot over there. On that particular pathway he's gonna take. And by the way, if those of you have ever played the Japanese release of this game, or in this case the Japanese version of this game, obviously the major differences between the English version and the Japanese release of the game is pretty obvious. It changed the name Bowser to Koopa because, you know, Koopa, as what's known in Japan, that makes it pretty obvious. So, even though it might be a little bit hard to explain about it sometimes, because again, my commentary is a little bit, you know, rusty in certain ways. So, anyways, let's see what this next star is going to be located, and it's going to be on almost at the very beginning of the board. So I don't know if I might try to catch up a little bit, or maybe for a smaller decrement, but then again, we'll have to wait and see what happens and do it at some form or another. So, alright, so 7. Might as well able to go, which one is the quickest way? I don't think I can land on the happening space, but since that warrior's got the star now, so I'm guessing I might as well go this way. So, even though it might be seems a little bit too slower, but either way, we'll go for it. Thank you. Whew. Finally, I did manage to able to actually find the correct pathway to go to. And thankfully, I didn't land on the chance time space anytime soon. Well, at least if some players might able to potentially screw me up a little bit. Until likely for the future points worth noting for, so... Alright, bumper balls. So, hopefully I might as well win this minigame again, so I highly doubt it. Alright, bring it on! Oh wow, Warrior just managed to mess things up. And Mario did somehow fell off from the start, so let's see if me and DK managed to able to try to have a one-on-one match in between, so hopefully that seems the case. Oh my god. Oh! No! Don't knock me back! Oh jeez. This gets pretty intense though, especially how whenever we get onto Mario Party 2 variation of this— oh, son of a— DK's still alive! Okay, come on. Come on, only 20 seconds. Oh, jeez. It's so imprecise most of the time, but either way, we're just gonna have to deal with it. Oh, come on, just only a few seconds. Come on. Come on. You should be down by now. You should be down. Yes! Screw you, DK! For about 1 second to spare. Oh man, that was really close. If we ended up getting time up, then we're probably not gonna win anything, so yeah.